Okay, so here we are live. Well, thank you everyone for your patience. We had a little technical glitch. This beside me is not Marty, but this is Red Redfern. And Marty had some stuff come up, so Red was kind enough to join us today. So, Red, thank you very much for doing this. I really appreciate it. So, you are on OnPassive Leadership Council. Now, what we'd like to know about you is kind of give us some of your background. How did you get to where you are today with the Leadership Council?
Okay, well, I will start off then. Basically, my background of what I am. I'm a chef by trade. I've been a chef for about 40 odd years now, so a pretty long time. And I've been interested, I suppose, with computers all the way back since about 86, something like this. So I've been in and out of using computers and all the rest of it, and I got online, I suppose, around about 5-6 years ago, really proper, looking at various businesses and all the rest of it online. OnPassive, obviously, I got involved with a couple of years or so ago, and I suppose I've been pretty proactive throughout this 2 years with OnPassive. Way back when I joined, which was September of 2018, it was nothing like you see now at all. It was a vision of our CEO, Ash Farah, and his vision was to be able to, I suppose, give the likes of me and probably everyone else who's watching this now a fair crack of the whip to make an income online without getting ripped off. I mean, many of you who are probably listening to this now have been in all sorts of different situations online where it becomes a money pit. You end up paying hand over fist. It gets you absolutely nowhere, and it either folds and they end up running off with your money. Ash Farah wanted to build, well, in fact, actually, he wanted a platform when in the very early days to be able to accommodate all the things that he wanted. Now he couldn't find it, so he started building OnPassive. Now, when I got involved in September of 18, we didn't even have a name. There was no name for it. Everything we did was done off an Excel spreadsheet. We had 2 videos of Ash going on forever like he does, but I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked. You know, I could see the vision. I could see what he was trying to do. You know, I've been like I said, I've been involved in an online space for quite a while, and I know what it takes to have all these components in one place. So I saw the vision, and for the cost at the time, which is still the same now, actually 2 years on, I thought this is a no-brainer. Do you know something? I've got this money, so I jumped in. And when I jumped in, there was, I think, just under 2,500 founders then. And we've just tipped over today, actually 220,000 unique founders. So the road's been a long one. But one thing I will say is that everything that Ash has said from the word go, of the vision he has got, of how he wanted the Go Founders position, which is the founders position, has all come to fruition. You know, I've got no worries about doubting him. I've seen documentation of the legalities of OnPassive. The domain name, for instance, has been registered for 10 years. We're registered now in over 200 provinces and countries throughout the world. So this is a very, very exciting time for all of us that we're in at the moment. And I'm so glad to be part of this. Now, my progression, I suppose, through OnPassive and to where I am now on the Leadership Council is because of my persistence, I suppose. You know, I'm extremely passionate about OnPassive. I'm very active. I've grown a very big team because of my activities that I have, either online or offline, even speaking to people. They can see my passion and they want, I suppose, they want to be part of it. But what the main important thing is, they can see how important OnPassive is going to be in the future to anybody who does anything online. We already use so many of the products that is going to be under one place, under one roof for one payment. So it's going to be such exciting times for us in the future. I mean, we're using StreamYard now at the moment, for instance. This is just one of the webinar platforms that's out there at the moment. There is around about 27, 28, including Zoom, including my webinar, StreamYard. There's a lot of them. The market cap for anything to do with multimedia webinar services at the moment is between $2.5 and $3 billion per year. You know, and this is just one module that OnPassive will be having within their arsenal of products and services. And don't forget as well, every single product that they have has been built from the bottom upwards specifically for OnPassive itself. It's no copy. They've built it themselves. It's proprietary, which means only OnPassive has got access to it. Everybody will get a 7-day free trial with it. They'll absolutely love it. And the best of all of this is they are going to end up being a customer of yours, which is how we all get paid. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
That's awesome. Well, that's kind of going to lead me into, you shared a bit about the vision. So with the vision, okay, you're talking about all these products that are going to come online, but what's the heart?
Okay, well, yeah, I can tell you. I can tell you exactly what the heart of it is. Is Ash is he's made his money online already. He's been involved with the online space for over 20 years. He's worked for some of the biggest companies out of Silicon Valley, and he's a very wealthy man in his own right. But when he was doing all of this, everything was the whole ethos of online and offline, and it's true today as it's always been. It's always been about pitting one person against the other. To gain your targets, you almost have to clamber over people to be able to hit different targets, to get paid and all the rest of it. And there's very, very few people that actually make it online because of this reason. You know, it's only probably 2 or 3% that actually make it online. Even though he was very successful himself online, he couldn't take anybody with him, right? So his vision is to be able to give the 97, 98% of the average bloke on the street, which is me and you and everyone out there, a fair crack of the whip. So he went looking for a platform to be able to give everyone a fair crack. Okay, right. He couldn't find it, so he ended up having to decide, right, the only way, he spoke to his wife about it and he said, listen, the only way I can do this is to build something myself. It's going to be bespoke, that has all of the qualifications that I want to have within a platform so that people can succeed. And this is basically what his vision has always been, is to have a business opportunity for the likes of all of us to succeed online. He has surpassed himself by doing this. Not only has he built a company with all these products and services, he's also made it possible for all of us not to do anything. It's going to be 100% automated. It's going to be 100% hands-free. And not only that, they are also going to market for us. So we don't even have to do anything. All we have to do is pay our founders fee, pay our monthly subscriptions to use the products and services, and the rest is going to be done for us. This was his vision, to be able to give back to the 97% of people who haven't made it online. And that's really what it was then. And it's probably even more apparent now with what he's doing.
Isn't that completely refreshing? You know, when I started a couple years back, 3 years back in the marketing realm, so there's tons to learn, but it's so refreshing coming upon a person that has that type of heart, because yes, generally everything is set up that those at the top win and those at the bottom are carrying them. But to have a heart like this, I know the first time I heard Ash, he was talking about what's the sense of being wealthy if there's children with no shoes on their feet. They're
Yeah.
drinking dirty water. They can't eat. Like, I was crying. By the time he was done, I was crying. It's like, sign me up. I'm ready. Because that's the part we need.
Ash has already said, always look after yourself and your family first, right? And then give back. Okay. I mean, I don't know about you, but you know, I want to have a nice, easy life. I want to look after my wife and my kids and my grandkids and all the rest of it. But that's only a certain amount of money at the end of the day that I need to do that part. Now, after I've got that amount of money that I need and I know I'm sorted and my kids are sorted and all the rest of it, then surely when you've got enough for you, isn't it the right thing to go and help somebody else? You know, and this is the whole ethos of the OnPassive family that we try and instill in everybody, is that have what you want, but don't eat the whole cake. You know, share the cake around a little bit. You know, have your slice. You can have a big slice if you want to, but there's a lot of cake. So let somebody else have a bit of that cake. And do you know something? It actually makes you feel good as well. If you can give a little bit, it actually makes you feel good. You know, you don't have to be at the top of the tree all the time. You just have to be on the tree, you know, and that's what it's all about. And, you know, it's a really good ethos that we have throughout the whole community on OnPassive. It's a fantastic thing. He had a meeting not so long back with the bankers, sorting out the payment system and all the rest of it. And his banker turned around and said, Mr. Mafara, you know, you're probably going to be one of the, if not the wealthiest man online by this company. And he said, well, why are you putting things in place to share it out? And he said, well, how much do I need? And it's true. How much do you need? You know, and this is the whole ethos of what it's all about.
Yeah, I agree. That's what sold me 100% in joining this company, is that kind of attitude. You know, that's something my husband and I have always been about. Win-win.
Yeah.
Why not?
Exactly. I mean, you know, I help people every single day. I live, breathe, and sleep OnPassive all the time. And from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed, I'm helping as many people as I can at the moment. I don't get paid for it, you know, but what I want to do is help as many people as possible, because I know it's all going to come back round again. And that's the whole family atmosphere that we have here. If somebody needs help, even if they're not in my teams or whatever, it really doesn't matter at the end of the day, because it will all come back round into the melting pot somehow, you know, and it doesn't really matter whether they're on my team, somebody else's team, your team, or whatever. It really, really doesn't matter, you know, because, you know, I'll have enough. It doesn't matter. And that's what, you know, that's what it's all about. If I can help somebody, I will do. If I can't help, then I can't help, you know, but if I can help, then I will help.
Indeed, indeed. Oh, that's just wonderful. Well, one of the final questions I have for you is, you're talking to me, and let's pretend that I've never heard of OnPassive. So why would I want to, you know, knowing what I know why. But if I had never heard of OnPassive, why would I want to join OnPassive? Why would I want to get on board with this?
Okay, I mean, as far as getting on board with OnPassive, for anybody who's listening to this at the moment, is that the entry point as a founder member at the moment is $97. This is 100% guaranteed at any time, now, tomorrow, in a week, or in the future. You want that money back, OnPassive will guarantee to give you your money back. Not only that, you pay by Visa and debit card, and you're then also backed by the Visa and MasterCard guarantee. As far as OnPassive is concerned, I know it's the cliche, but I'm going to say it. You have never seen anything like this online before. If you have any inkling at all, or you have dabbled in the online business at the moment, there's so many different things spread all over the internet that you need to market your business. Now, I'm not just talking about an online business, I'm talking about an offline business. You have to have probably ClickFunnels or links, domain names. You had to have somewhere to host your website. you have to have email responders, you have to have a advertising campaign, you have to have ClickFunnels, you have to have Zoom, StreamYard, or any other media platform that we're using now. You had to get eyes in front of your business. Now, getting eyes in front of your business is probably the number one hardest thing you will be doing online and offline, which is advertising at the end of the day. What OnPassive are going to do for you is to have all of these components under one roof for one price. You'll pay once and you'll never pay again. Everything will come out of the commissions from a customer. Every single person who becomes a customer or a founder, then we become customers and resellers, will get an instant 7-day trial to use the products and services. They're going to absolutely love them. And so they're going to carry on using them. Don't forget, we estimate about 80% of every single person who's going to use the products of OnPassive don't care about being a reseller. They don't care about making money off of these products. They just want to use them. Why do they want to use them? Because they're going to be easier to use. They're going to be far superior. There's going to be no cap, and anybody has the ability to use them. So it is an absolute winner, chicken dinner, okay, to have OnPassive. The other thing I'll leave you with is, if you have a business online at the moment that is verified by OnPassive, that is legitimate, you will be able to market your own business through the OnPassive platform as well. So not only can you use OnPassive as your business model to market, you can also use your own business as long as it's approved by OnPassive. You get a domain name, you get links, you get everything all done for you for that one payment that you never have to pay again, because it comes out of the commissions and profit from the customers that use the products that are in your team. There you go.
What a beautiful, beautiful setup. So with all you said, targeting more companies, big, small business, marketers, like all of that sort of thing. Now, what if I'm a person that I don't go online very much,
Okay.
but I'm interested in the passive income end of it? Would it be good for me?
Yes, very good question. Okay, the easiest analogy I can give of how it works is, I've gone and talked about a lot of the products and services that a lot of people will want to use online. Now, there's probably plenty of people on here saying, I don't need those, I don't use them, so why should I pay to use them? So think of this analogy. When you go shopping, you go to a supermarket, okay, you see all these people in a supermarket, they're buying this, they're buying that and the other. They go to the checkout and they pay for all the products that they have just bought. Are you bothered about that person, what they've bought? No, nobody cares what that person's bought, do they? Mm-hmm. What happens if you got a little bit of the slice of the commission of every single product that person was buying? This is what OnPassive will do for you. Anybody who comes into your team, whether it is from the company marketing for you, from your own endeavors, or from any other means, whatever they buy or use through the OnPassive platform, you get a little bit of the commission for it. So it doesn't matter whether you personally use it, you have no clue how to use it. As long as these people who are buying them are in your team, you will get paid commissions on the things they buy.
That is just beautiful. That is truly why it is set up as a win-win. As you said, chicken dinner, right?
Yeah, like, exactly.
So really, anyone, whether they are technical or not technical, whether they're online or not, it's a benefit for them to come on board because of those reasons.
100%. You know, that, like I said, 100% guaranteed at the moment to be a founder. You pay $97. If you want your money back, you can get your money back. When we launch, you pay once for a package that you want to use the product. You never have to pay again, because the remainder of the 80% of people who come as customers, they're not interested in having making any commissions from it. They just want to use something that's superior, easier, and cheaper, which OnPassive will be, but you get commissions of them using it. Absolutely fantastic.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we're
That's
going to
why I've been like. That's why I've been like. I had like 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I had loads of hair. Look at me now. It's just gone because I've been so excited about it.
Well, Red, I so appreciate you taking the time and joining us, and what a great explanation. I really appreciate it. So for everybody that's watching, thank you for joining us. And if you want any more information, please reach out to me. I would love to help you out on that end. So again, Red, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Tyra.
From Australia, right?
No, I'm from the UK, but I live in south of Spain near Malaga.
There we go. Great. Well, thanks again, Red. Have a super day, and we'll talk to you again.
Thanks very much.